Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I've got a really fun project to share with you guys today. So I'm going to be using Simply Cards and Papercraft issue 220. Now we're going to be recreating one of the projects that I made for this magazine. So let's have a quick look at the gift that you get with this one. So this is a lovely autumn themed one, and you get like pumpkins, the leaves, you get the gingham there, the tartan here, lots of leaves and lovely things here that you can really go for, like lovely autumnal sort of look. And we also have some downloads here as well. So we also get this Crafter's Companion sunflower 2-set stamp and the matching die to cut that out as well. So let's move that aside. This is the project that we're going to be making it today. So my feature is from page 34. I have shared this in the past with you before. So we have my coffee cup there. We're going to be making this one today. This is super easy, absolutely lovely as teachers' gifts or table gifts, last minute gifts. You can really make an impact, especially when you use the bright colours. And we have here the takeout box, the noodle box, and here we have a notepad, mini loaf tin, and my little scrapbook page. So I absolutely really enjoyed making this one. So let's have a quick look at the other bits and bobs we're going to be needing today. So I have here a craft paper bag. I will put as many links as I can down below. I got this one from eBay and you can buy them in these big packs. A piece of white cardstock, piece of orange cardstock, and a piece of like a petrol blue. I'm going to be using broken china today, the distressed oxide inks, and I've just pulled out some pens here from my Classique collection by Spectrum Noir. I think these were the colours that I used, so we're going to see how those go, but they're going to be really nice and vibrant against the craft bag. So let me clear the decks and we can get started. I may have to share some blocks here, although I might just have enough. There we go. And then I have to share this one with the pumpkin. Okay, so grab yourself a black ink pad. I'm using VersaFine in Onyx Black. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp this pumpkin all over. And I am actually stamping straight onto my mat. I don't mind if this gets all covered and stuff. It just means it's well loved and used. So I'm using this Chloe's Creative Cards 8-inch stamping mat. I think you can get a bigger one as well. This is absolutely the perfect surface to be stamping on. It really does make a huge difference with the clear stamps here. When you have the wooden stamps, they have that cushioning thing that does the same job as this mat here, but this doesn't have any cushioning whatsoever. So to get a really good impression, it's ideal for this sort of thing. So I'm just stamping off the edges here as well. And if you don't want to get any marks on your mat or anything that you're stamping on, you can just put a piece of paper there. Okay, I'm probably not going to have enough room now for the pumpkins, because the leaves, because I went a bit mad with the leaves. So no, I didn't go mad with the leaves. I went mad with the pumpkins and didn't leave much room for the leaves. So we're just going to stamp in all of these gaps here. I may not have space for the smaller leaf, but we will do our best. If you really want to, you can overlap some of the images as well. It's up to you. This is your paper bag. If you're recreating this, you can do whatever you want. And again, this is going to make a lovely Christmas version if you have Christmas stamps. What else? Birthdays. So here we go. I've literally just created my own pattern using those stamps. I just need another one here as well. So another one at the top. So I'm going to leave that to dry off now, because if I go straight into colouring with that, it may just smudge. So I'm going to use this opportunity to clean up, and then I shall be right back. Okay, so I'll just pop these back. So while the bag is drying off properly, I'll just knock the camera there with my head. I'm going to be making some more elements here. So if we go back to the bag here, I need this leaf and this gingham stamp here, so we can make all of our accessories now. So moving back to the stamp pad, we are going to create some of our images. So let's go back to, I'm going to need a longer thing now. Right, so I'm going to create an image here where it's extended, so I'm going to stamp it twice, and I'm going to be using Broken China. It's one of my favourite blues from the Distress Oxides. So you can just use these ink pads for ordinary stamping. You don't have to keep to all the watercolour techniques with these sets either. So stamp that down. I think I might need a refill on this one. Let's try again. I haven't actually ever bought a refill for this, so if you've tried the refills for the Distress Oxide inks, let me know in the comments down below how that went for you, whether it worked well or whether I should just buy another pad. Okay, we'll just have to do with that one. Moving on to our leaf now. I do have some other blues, but I just want to keep with this one. So I know this does have a sort of a fabric pad on it. It's not a squishy spongy one, it's quite firm. So sometimes it is good to kind of give it a little bit of a twist and a tap. And I've got fingers here I'm going to have to wipe off as well. Oh dear. I think my pad's dried out a little bit, but it's going to add to the distressed look of this, like the rustic feel. So we're going to do one more stamping now. Look at my little fingerprints there. This is why it's really important to keep your hands clean as you stamp. Okay, I'm going to need a brown now, so let's grab out a brown. These are all my little ink pads here. I'm going to go for rich cocoa, I think. And here it is. We are going to use Autumn Blessings. And before we do that, I'm going to use some punches here. These are the Stampin' Up punches from my Stampin' Up days, but you can get these exact same ones in a different colour from Amazon, from a brand called EK Success, and I will link those down below as well. So they're exactly the same housing, you know, so they just don't say Stampin' Up on them. So the first one was a 1 3/4 and the second one was a 2. So I'm going to stamp straight onto this white circle. I can see that's much juicier. There we go. And if you want to, like I did on my original, I went round with a brown pen and did some faux stitching on there. So I'm just going to glue that on. I have in here Cosmic Shimmer in my little squeezy bottle. Careful not to kind of touch all of that. There we go, that is now ready. And I think that's all of the stamping done. So all I have to do now is I need to fussy cut this leaf out, I need to trim that out, and then I need to make a banner. So I have no measurements for this one. I'm going to leave this up to you to kind of guess, or not guess, but judge how big you want your banner and everything. So this one's going to be that length, and if we go here, this one is slightly wider, so I'm thinking that's around about 1.5 inches. So we'll go for 1.5 and see how that goes. Okay, I'm going to start colouring in now. So These are my Classique pens. I have mango and dark coral. So the dark coral will be for like the areas here where these lines are. This will be where the natural shade is. And then I have 2 shades of green. So this one is bamboo and pear green. So let's get this coloured in and then we can assemble our bag. So I am just going to pop this here just on that pad there, so it's just sticking on there. Okay, as I was saying, this is going to look lovely if you wanted to make this into a box or anything like that. Pop that on, there we go. Binder clip. These binder clips are from Amazon. I will link these as well. So here we have our lovely bag. I probably did that off camera, but I'm hoping you were able to see that. So this is a lovely gift bag. If you can imagine, lots of these lined up with goodies for your guests at parties, Thanksgiving. There's so many different things. Again, you can use it for Christmas, birthdays. You can get really creative with any single stamp set that you own. Literally have these paper bags in your stash. They are so handy and useful. So goodie bags even. So I have these paper bags in my stash all of the time. I have them in like bags of 50. I use them quite often. I can make mini albums with these. If you go through some of my channels with the mini albums, you will find mini album tutorials on how to make them with these paper bags as well, because they're my favorite bags to use. They're just the right size. So I hope you really like this one. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. I will list everything that I've used down below in the description box, and there'll also be a blog post for this as well with everything in one place. The link for that will be down below, or you can just go along to my website, it's just here. If you love this kind of project, let me know, and you can subscribe. Down in the corner you can click that icon there, the Helen Griffin icon, and that will subscribe you. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.